Welcome to the SMARTABLATE demonstration training. By following along with the tasks here, you will get hands-on training to set up the SMARTABLATE generator, remote control, and irrigation pump for use during an ablation procedure with any Biosense Webster ablation catheter. We will start by turning on the SMARTABLATE system generator and the SMARTABLATE remote control system. Notice the orange dotted progress bar on the bottom left hand of the screen as the generator goes through its self-check. This is also present on the remote component. Once you see generator self-test was successful, press the stop button on the generator to display the ablation screen. Once you press the stop button on the generator, the irrigation pump will automatically power on. This does not occur when the remote component stop button is pressed, though. To tilt the display screen, push in the button located on the lower left of the front panel. This mechanism does require power, so the generator must be turned on in order to tilt the display panel up or back down in its original position. In order to demonstrate how easy and quick it is to set up and begin an ablation procedure with the SMARTABLATE system, we will demonstrate the simple steps to prepare for an AV and RT case. Press the preset button located in the bottom toolbar of the active component, which is the generator at this time. Select the catheter of choice. Since we're preparing for an AV and RT case, the 4mm catheter selection is chosen. Press the ablation tab on the bottom toolbar in order to get to the ablation screen. Connect the impedance electrode or electrodes to the generator and the ablation cable once available. If a change in any of the default settings is desired, simply touch the number displayed on the ablation screen and turn the knob to adjust the setting. When the physician is ready to ablate, the system is set up and ready to start. It's that easy. In order to learn more about the options and features that the SMARTABLATE system provides, proceed to follow along with the following tasks. We will return to the default screen, which is displayed post-powering up, in order to demonstrate system options and preparations to start irrigation catheter cases. Touch the Connections tab on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Notice the schematic setup for the front of the SMARTABLATE system. When you touch the front-back button, the schematic setup for the back of the system will show. Note the green checks and red X's. The green check is only applied when the component connection is ready for use, not just connected. For example, the SMARTABLATE irrigation pump must be flushed prior to the system displaying the green check indicating a ready status. Touch the System Settings button to display the current date, time, language setup. Adjust any of these numbers as needed to set them for your lab specifications. The System Control button will display a screen that allows the user to adjust the volume and screen brightness. The foot pedal test button and the master selector are also located here. To control the ablation settings and on-off function from the remote component, it is necessary to push the System Control button on that component, then press the Become Master button. The component that is the master will show the toolbar displayed on the bottom. The other component will say Monitor and will display the catheter preset that has been selected. In order to learn how to set up the SMARTABLATE irrigation pump and the tubing set, we will now go through creating a user-defined thermocol catheter preset for the use of a thermocol SmartTouch catheter. In order to load the SMARTABLATE irrigation tubing set for the use of a thermocol catheter, align the arrows on the tubing to the arrows on the irrigation pump. Notice that the tubing does not have any specific area along the tubing to load it into the pump, as the CoolFlow pump tubing did. You may load the tubing anywhere along the length to optimize the length for the physician. The CoolFlow pump tubing is not compatible with the SMARTABLATE irrigation pump. Flush the tubing with saline by pressing the flush button on the generator. You can flush the tubing set from any of the three components by pressing the flush button. Watch the irrigation pump screen to see the bubbles detected icon, change to the No Bubbles Detected icon while you're flushing. You are able to flush the tubing from any of the components, though the icon will show the flushing status on the irrigation pump screen only. Once the tubing is flush, touch the New Procedure button on the SMARTABLATE generator. When the Start New Procedure box appears, touch Yes. This does reset all the totals from the previous case. In order to select the thermocol catheter as the ablation catheter of choice for this procedure, touch Catheter to the left side of the screen. In order to customize the ablation parameter, press the Edit button. Change the ablation settings time to 120 seconds. If your physician typically uses a different setting, please use that. Change the power setting to 30 watts. Notice that the color of the control knob is coordinated with the selected parameters. To select the parameter you want, simply push the knob in, or just wait and the parameter will be automatically set. Proceed to change the temperature warning alarm to 45 degrees and the temperature cutoff to 48 degrees. Under impedance settings, change the max cutoff impedance to 200 ohms. Touch the irrigation control settings box. Notice that you can uncheck Use Automatic Flow Adjustments here if desired. The high flow table is displayed by selecting the High Flow button. Each catheter type has minimum default high flow values set as per the IFU of the product. The irrigation bag volume parameters are also located here. Press the OK button to exit this setup menu. In order to save these presets, since they are commonly used in the lab for a specific physician or a specific case, press the Save As button. Press the Create New button. Type in the desired name under the Physician Name tab. The SMARTABLATE system allows 80 presets to be stored. Press the Preset Name tab and enter the preset name AFib for an example. Once you've completed your entries, press the OK button and now you're ready to start the ablation. One more thing to note is the post-ablation information screen. Once the ablation procedure has completed, you can review your information by touching the Post icon at the bottom of the screen. Notice information of total ablations, total ablation time, power, temperature, impedance, total energy, and total irrigation used will be displayed. The irrigation totals in the information screen display do not include volume utilized when flushing the tubing or catheter. When the flush button from any component is being used, that volume is not counted. This is the end of the live demonstration. We hope that you were able to see enough from this demonstration to allow you to easily get to all of the necessary menus and practice setting up the most common settings that occur in your labs. There are additional practice tasks that you can do to improve your knowledge and efficiency with the system. Please see the SMARTABLATE System Demonstration Training Guide in order to follow additional tasks. Thank you for following along, and thank you for making the smart ablation choice.